Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. For those of you that are new to my channel, my name is Holly. I'm also known as Life of a Blind Girl, as I'm a disability and lifestyle blogger and now I am an occasional YouTuber. I've noticed that there are quite a few of you that aren't subscribed to my channel but are still watching my videos, so it would really mean a lot to me if you subscribed. Then you will be notified whenever I upload a new video, as it will go into your subscription box. There's also a bell icon, I think, that you can turn on so that you actually get a notification whenever I upload a new video. So today I want to do a kind of a little relaxed and chatty video about how and when I met Louise Pentland. So for those of you that have no idea who Louise Pentland is, she is a YouTuber and women's fiction author. She's been doing YouTube probably since about 2009, I think it is, and I've watched her videos pretty much from the beginning. I was around 14 or 15 I think when I started watching her videos and subscribed to her channel, and I've been watching them ever since, and I'm now 22, so yeah. If you are interested in subscribing to Louise's channel, then she is Sprinkle of Glitter and also Sprinkle of Chatter. She is a parenting lifestyle YouTuber and she also uploads weekly vlogs. Honestly, the weekly vlogs are the highlight of my Sunday. Like I said, she is a women's fiction author and she released her first fiction book last year, which was called Wild Like Me. She also released her second fiction book, which is a sequel to that, Wild About the Girl, last week, as obviously I'm uploading this, so she released that on the 9th of August. If you haven't read Wild Like Me or Wild About the Girl, then I would definitely suggest giving them a read because honestly, they are amazing. So back in July, along with the release of Wild About the Girl, Louise announced a book tour. And this was taking place the release week of Wild About the Girl, so she was doing it at various places all over the country. I was away at the time when she announced it, so I unfortunately couldn't really do anything about it, but I knew I wanted to go. I looked at the dates and there were two near me, one in Leeds and one in Sheffield, and they were both on Friday the 10th of August. As well as all of the videos and the books and everything like that, as you can tell, Louise works super hard. She also does a weekly newsletter, so she did this prior to the release of Wild About the Girl, and in this she put things like spoilers, sneak peeks, competitions and all the good stuff. One of the competitions was a Twitter competition, and it was the chance to win 2 tickets to be able to meet Louise at a signing of your choice. So I decided to enter it, obviously not thinking that I would win. All you had to do was use a specific hashtag, tag Louise, tag her publishers and say a reason for why you wanted to go to the signing and why you think you deserve to win. My mum also did it, which was really nice of her, and she also said that she would come to the signing with me, so I am super grateful to my mum for that. I didn't think that I would actually win, so I decided to look into getting tickets, as you know, you never think you'll win a competition. I looked online at Waterstones, as they were all either at Waterstones or WH Smith's mainly, and as I'm blind, there's often disabled access tickets that you can purchase, and these usually have a free companion or carer scheme where someone can go with you free of charge if you're unable to go on your own. Now obviously, as these aren't familiar cities to me, then I often opt for that scheme because it just makes it a lot easier having someone to go with me, and it's also great. So there wasn't any information on that, so I decided to contact Waterstones, and they said that they were more than happy for someone to go with me free of charge. I just had to take proof of the email, which was really nice of them, and I was super grateful because they didn't have to do that, but I would recommend that they did put that information on their website because obviously some people might not know about those kind of schemes, so they might miss out. I was more than happy to buy 2 tickets, one for me, one for my mum, but I was really grateful that they did that. But it didn't actually come to that, as guess what? My mum actually won the competition. We found out on the Monday before the event, so it was literally like 4 days before the event. The publishers, Bonnie Azaffa, I'm not sure if I said that right, They tweeted my mum and told her that she'd won, congratulations, and that she had to follow them so they could message her, which she did. They messaged her to ask which event we wanted to go to, and she said the event in Leeds. They said that was absolutely fine, asked our names, and said that we were on the guest list, which was super exciting. So the following day, I booked our train tickets. It's not really a far journey to Leeds from where I live, so it wasn't too bad. And it was literally just a matter of days of waiting for the event. Friday the 10th of August arrived, and it was the day of the event. It was an evening event which started at 7 p.m. I pretty much had all day to do what I needed to do and get ready and get to Leeds. We got ready, my dad kindly dropped us off at the station, and we got something to eat and then got the 10 to 6 train, which got us into Leeds for about 6:15. So once we arrived in Leeds, we got to the station and made our way to Waterstones. It was only about a 10-minute walk, which wasn't too bad at all, and we didn't get lost. We arrived at Waterstones, and there was a lovely girl on the door. She asked if we were there for the event, which obviously said yeah. She told us to go up to the second floor, and we were then met by another lady. We explained that we were the competition winners and we were on the guest list. She found our names and then handed us our copies of Wild About the Girl. I don't actually have mine to hand, but it is an amazing book and I would suggest you go and buy it. She then told us to go and get a seat ready for the event, which we did. To kind of set the scene a little bit, at the front there was a table with 2 chairs, 2 microphones, a copy of Wild About the Girl and a couple of glasses of water, I think. And then there were rows of chairs for obviously the audience to sit on. Me and my mum decided to sit like quite close to the back because I didn't really want to be at the front and it was quite full anyway. So we sat down, and then just after 7 o'clock a member of staff from Waterstones introduced Louise, and she came out and she was joined by her editor Ellie. Now there'd been other guests at some of the other signings, like Lindsay Kelk and Paige Toon, who are other authors. Before Louise came out, I wasn't too sure who actually would be sat in the second chair, but yeah, it was her editor Ellie and she seemed lovely. So the first part of the event was a Q&A, which gave the chance for Ellie to ask some questions to Louise, and then it also gave us the chance to ask Louise some questions as well. I personally didn't ask anything, but a few people did, and the questions that they asked were really interesting. Like, they asked why she portrayed certain characters in a specific way, whether we would hear from other characters at any point, what she wants to do with the books next, and did she see any of her YouTube friends in any of the characters, and did she see herself in any of them, her daughters, that kind of thing, which was really interesting to hear the questions that people had and also Louise's answers as well. When she was answering the questions, it was clear that she is such a lovely, genuine and down-to-earth person. She is honestly pretty much the same, in fact exactly the same, off camera as she is on camera and the videos that we see. She has got such a lovely, bubbly personality, honestly, she's just great. She's also hilarious. She had the audience laughing on more than one occasion. One thing I did love is how Louise said that she wants like YouTubers like herself to kind of look like people's friends, so for us kind of maybe watch their videos and think, I'd love them to be my friend, which I definitely do. And I also really liked how when she was discussing people like her family, her friends in real life and also her YouTube friends, that she just referred to them by their names, so like Emma, Esther, people like that. And I just love that because it was like she was talking to us like we were a group of friends rather than just strangers. And I think she knew that most of us kind of obviously watch her vlogs anyway and watch her videos, but it was just so nice that she did it like that, and I think it made the event more relaxed and just more personal really. Obviously for the people that didn't watch her videos had no idea who these people were, but I think pretty much everyone did. One thing I did really like about the event, and this is just something that I can comment on as a blind person, is how there were no visual aspects. For me as a blind person, going to an event, there can often be visual aspects, so you know, pictures and things like that, but for me there weren't, and that just made me feel really equal and really included. So this is obviously something that you know, you might not expect it at a book signing, but it was just great, and I just really liked that about the event. The Q&A lasted probably about 45 minutes to an hour, and then it was time for the signing. What I did think was really sweet of Louise actually, and I thought it was really thoughtful, is that she said that disabled people or people who needed to get trains to go home could actually go to the front of the queue and get their book signed and meet her first, because you had kind of had to queue for quite a while, which I thought was really thoughtful of her, and she didn't have to do that. You know, I genuinely think not many famous people would actually think of doing that, but you know, she thought of that, which was really nice. Me and my mum decided to go to the front, as you know, I am blind, so we thought it might make things a bit easier. We had a few people in front of us, which was absolutely fine. We asked a member of staff if it was okay, and they said it was absolutely fine. So once we were in our position in the queue, a member of the Waterstones staff came into us and they took my book and asked my name. They wrote it on a piece of paper and slotted it inside the book, obviously for Louise to know what to sign, and I thought that was just a really quick and simple way of doing it, so it kind of didn't delay the signing process. It was soon my turn to meet Louise. You weren't actually allowed to get selfies, but there was a photo opportunity, so I handed my phone to a member of the Waterstones team and he had it so that he was going to take the pictures for me. I walked up to Louise and she said hi, she asked how I was, and she complimented my trousers, which I love. I can't remember if she said they were jazzy or snazzy, but yeah. I then passed her my copy of World About the Girl. I congratulated her on the success of the release and, you know, just working so hard, and she thanked me. I actually picked up the courage and said to her, thank you for inspiring me to start my own blog and YouTube channel. For those of you that don't know, I started my blog in January 2015, so I've been blogging for 3 and a bit years, almost 4, and obviously started my YouTube channel very recently, but she was the main inspiration behind my blog and especially my YouTube channel, because my YouTube channel is something that I put off doing for so long. I don't know why, maybe I didn't have the confidence, and you know, it's quite nerve-wracking. But yeah, so she really inspired me and motivated me to do that. So I thanked her, and what I did think was so nice was she actually took an interest in my YouTube channel. So she asked what I did videos about, so obviously what my channel, what my content's about. So I said disability and lifestyle and how I focus on visual impairment and try to educate others, and you know, some videos like this as well. And she said that was lovely and how I was really informing people, and it, you know, it would be informative content. And she also admitted that she didn't know much about visual impairment herself or disability, and you know, she doesn't have a need to, so I thought that was really nice of her to tell me that. And then she asked the name of my YouTube channel, which obviously said Life of a Blind Girl, and that she really liked that. She actually wrote it down on the piece of paper that had my name in my book, and she then put it on the table next to her. So I don't know whether she will check my channel out, but I'm super grateful that she took an interest in it. She described everything to me that she was doing, so she was like, I'm going to sign your book, would you like a photo, that kind of thing. I'm going to write your YouTube channel down, and it was just so nice. And you know, she didn't have to do that, but it was really thoughtful. My mum then told her that we were the competition winners, and she was like, oh, congratulations. And then she asked me if I wanted a photo, so I obviously said yeah. So we got ready for the photo. I asked whether I needed to move, because you can never quite tell whether you're in position or not. I can't anyway, and I always worry that I'm not looking at the camera. She said no, just stand where I was, and I was absolutely fine, and if anyone needed to move then she would do it, which was really nice. We then got some photos together, staff took them for us, which was nice, and yeah, and then that was kind of it. I said a quick thank you again, and she thanked me as well. She then handed me the book back. I then got my phone off the member of staff from Waterstones, and then me and my mum headed out. My mum checked the pictures because I asked her to, you know, priorities, because I didn't want them to look awful. And then we made our way home, so we got the train back, and it was just such a lovely night. It was such an amazing opportunity, one that I'm extremely grateful to have. As cliche and as cringy as it sounds, or as cheesy as you might think it is, it is honestly a dream come true for me. I've supported Louise for years, both as a blogger, a YouTuber and an author, so it was just so nice for me to meet her and, you know, to thank her. It's something that I will treasure forever. I'm going to treasure the signed copy of Wild About the Girl, and I will also cherish the memories. I would just like to thank obviously my mum for going with me, because without her then I wouldn't have gone. I'd also like to thank Waterstones for putting on the event, to the publishers for choosing us as the winners of the competition, and of course to Louise for being so lovely, for working so hard, and for the advice that she gave me on my YouTube channel, because that really means a lot to me. It will stick with me forever. So there you go, that is how I met Louise Pentland. If you haven't read her books or checked out her YouTube channels, then I would suggest that you do so. I'll leave a link in the description. Go and find Sprinkle of Glitter, go and read Wild Like Me and Wild About the Girl, because honestly you will not be disappointed. I just wanted to film this video just to kind of portray the message that just because a person has a disability, it doesn't mean to say that they can't meet their favourite celebrity, author, YouTuber, whoever. We can do these kind of things, and there are ways around us doing it, and you know what, it is such an amazing feeling. Just because you have a disability, it doesn't mean to say that you can't do what you want to do. Please give this video a huge thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, it would really mean a lot. I do have an accompanying blog post about the event, so if you want to read that and find out all about it in more detail, then a link is in the description, or you can just head over to lifeofablindgirl.com. I just want to thank everyone again, my mum, Louise, just so grateful. It would also mean a lot if you could share this with Louise if all possible, and also my blog post as well. So there you have it. Like I said, please don't forget to subscribe. If you can, share with Louise, and I will be back soon with a new video. Bye guys!